Welcome in to the Jack Frost Tournament. The 2025-2026 basketball season is well underway. I'm Holden Tuma. Wally Harmon is away tonight. He's in Montana enjoying an anniversary, so we wish all the best for him. But he's missing a big one. Jack Frost Tournament, one of the biggest tournaments in the country, and it is a pleasure to bring it to you guys right here on the First Responder Broadcasting Channel. Big shout out to my partners here tonight, my brother Hyatt Tuma, who might be a familiar name if you've been around this basketball program. He was a player for a couple years, and then Heath as well, the cameraman who was also in the football stuff. He's helping out tonight, so big shout out to those guys. Definitely could not pull this off without them. But we've got a big one tonight. Georgetown 0-5 on the season. They're winless so far, but a big opportunity to grab that first win right here in the home stadium in the Jack Frost Tournament, facing off against the Midway Panthers, the 3-6 Panthers. This is a team that's going to shoot a lot of threes. That's their identity. They will launch the ball as soon as they cross half court. So it should be a lot of fun, a lot of stuff to get into before the tip-off occurs in about 7 minutes and 10 seconds. And first things first, though, a big shout out to this Georgetown Eagle basketball team. They've played 5 games so far this season. All of their opponents in this tournament have played 9. So they're operating on a 4-game difference right now with experience. And basketball is such an experience-heavy game. You just really, there's no substitute for the live speed reps you get against a fresh team, a team that you're not familiar with like you are with your other guys in practice. And so this Eagle team's got to work out of a deficit now, starting this season 0-5. But they're, like I just mentioned, they're 4 games behind everybody else in terms of experience. So we might see in real time this team continue to congeal together, especially with the additions of the football players, Copeland Madre, Weston Hepp, I believe, and then Sam Lopez, all coming into this program and working their way in, understanding the plays, understanding leverages, positions, where players like to be, all that kind of stuff. This is still early in the season for this ball club, still everything ahead of them. But as we look early to the district, it's going to be tough. Eastview last season had a tremendous year, and they're carrying that over here this year. They started the season 7-1, Hendrickson's 3-2. And then beyond that, though, is quite a battle trying to get back to 500. Weiss is 2-4, Pflugerville and Elgin 1-3. Georgetown and Connolly both without a win so far this season. Naturally, district play has not yet started, but it is always good to go into that slate of games later in the season with momentum, on a sort of win streak, with an established identity of who this basketball team wants to be, and I think they've got a great chance to do that right here tonight at the Jack Frost Tournament. We'll be right back after one final break. We'll bring you guys tip-off, and then we'll bring you the first game of the Jack Frost Tournament right here live from Georgetown High School. Don't go anywhere, folks. Georgetown High School basketball. Like I mentioned, a big one tonight. 2.5 minutes before tip, the first game of this Drag Frost tournament for the Georgetown Eagles and the Midway Panthers, both kind of battling to right the ship a little bbit. Midway's coming into this game 3-6. They're towards the bottom of their district. Temple's on top of that 5-0. Bryan Harker Heights 4-1. Coppers Cove's 2-1. Killeen is 3-2. Midway's towards that bottom at 3-6. But they've got that 4-game advantage. They've played 4 more games together. They've got more cohesion. They've got more of a unit build that they have that identity established. They will chuck those 3 balls up. They will shoot the lights out if Georgetown lets them. That's going to be the biggest challenge for them coming into this game. But some early advantages, looking at the rosters, Georgetown's got a size advantage on Midway. Georgetown's got a couple 6'7" guys, Finn Sims, as well as Weston Hepp, both 6'7", Sam Lopez 6'4", Oliver Reeve 6'5". Midway's tallest player, Ars Thibodeau, 12 points per game guy, he's 6'4". And so Georgetown's got a size advantage. It's going to be interesting to see how they try to leverage that here tonight, because that, on paper, is their biggest advantage coming into this game, the post game, slowing things down. Midway, on the other hand, is going to try to play small ball, go fast, chuck up threes, and make this game a shootout, because that's what they're built to do. And Georgetown this season has struggled to put up points. They're only averaging 42 points a game. Midway's averaging 56. Georgetown's allowing 57, Midway's allowing 62. And so if this turns into more of that shootout style of game, that's Midway's ballpark. If it becomes gritty, slow, physicality contest, Georgetown's going to feel more comfortable there. And I think this first quarter is going to go a long way to establish what type of game we're going to get tonight. I'm going to turn it over to the PA in the event that they will announce the starting lineups. I'm not sure if they will tonight or not. If not, I will go ahead and do it. We're going to give them the floor for the final 40 seconds before tip-off.
Welcome to Georgetown High School for today's basketball game. Tonight's game will be a matchup between the Midway Panthers and your Georgetown Eagles. Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And now for tonight's introduction. First, for the visiting Panthers, Midway is coached by Matt Salin and assistant coach Stephen Blumstrom. At sophomore, number 6, guard, wearing number 11, Gus Mills. Junior guard, wearing number 2, Ty Bragg. Junior guard, number 21, Iris Thibodeau. Senior guard, wearing number 1, Rowan Swartz. And senior guard, number 4, Anton Willis. And now, for your Georgetown Eagles, The Eagles are coached by head coach David Canfield, assistants Peter Statman, Kyle Gandy, and Robert Havens. At 5'11", senior guard number 1, Abdul Mohis. At 6'7", senior forward wearing number 3, Finn Sims. At 6'4", senior wing wearing number 5, Carter Johndal. At 6 feet, senior guard wearing number 11, Nick Hansen. And 6'5", senior playing post wearing number 55, Oliver Reed.
So that was your starting lineups tonight for the first game of the Jack Frost tournament. Georgetown, Abdul Mohiz, Finn Sims, Carter Johndell, Nick Hansen, and Oliver Reeves. For Midway, Rowan Schwartz, Ty Brown, Antoine Willis, Gus Mills, and Ars Thibodeau. It's going to be a very telling first quarter, I suspect, for how this game's going to play out. Both teams really want to establish their identity. Georgetown with that physicality, Midway with that speed and that three-point prowess. So this first 8 minutes, I think, we're going to go a long way into establishing who can take control of this ball game and then who can maybe ride that all the way to the finish line. Got early, the first tip-off against goes to Georgetown's way. And we will start it off, Georgetown on offense. Nick Hansen taking it across the timeline. Making a move out to Mohiz in the corner. He drives ahead. Stops out to Finn Sims. He thinks about it. Makes a move inside. Pulls up, takes a shot. And it's good. Finn Sims hits the first shot of the ball game. Georgetown on the board first, 2-0. Midway coming across fast. Driving inside, now back out. 3-ball. Off the mark for number 11, Gus Mills. He's a 10 points per game shooter, just a sophomore, 6'2", a very talented individual there. Now Georgetown coming the other way with it. Johndell back out to Mohiz in the corner, at the far wing rather. Drives it outside, he pulls up, tough contested shot, and nails it. Tough shot there for Mohiz, a two-pointer goes down. Georgetown with a 4-0 ball game. And Midway drives ahead. Thibodeau coming inside now, thinks about it, going all the way back out, and it's deflected and stolen by Johndell. Hansen on the break now to Finn Sims. Pulls up for 3. No good. Offensive board by Johndell. He gets it in. Georgetown after a flaming start, 6-0. 6:40 left to go in this first quarter. Midway takes that 3 we've been talking about. Can't get it to go. Defensive rebound by Johndell. Good job to get into the slew of that and secure it. And now Georgetown will try to slow things down a bit as Nick Hansen takes it across midcourt. A great start for Georgetown offensively, hitting a couple tough buckets. And now they'll set up the play. Great cut there by Mohiz. Too strong on the shot. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Midway. Ball back to Georgetown. A great cut there by Mohiz off that play. Just a little too strong on the shot attempt. But right now, Georgetown's getting things going their way early. A 6-0 lead on the inbounds play. They're coming inside of Sims. He's got position. There was a shoulder, too short on the shot. Scramble for it. It's going to go out of bounds, go in Midway's possession. So 2 opportunities there for Georgetown to get buckets. Couldn't do it. Now Midway with a chance to start digging into this lead with their first shot of the game. Coming across the timeline is Willis. Drives inside on everybody. It's blocked. Finn Sims rejects it. And now he'll take it across the half court. Maybe go coast to coast with it. Thinks about it. Gets deflected. Picks it back up. Goes up. And lands it. What a play by Finn Sims. The block going all the way inside and nails a shot. 8-0 now Georgetown. Midway's taking it across now. Still trying to go fast. Yet to land a shot as Mills attacks. What a lay that was. What a play by Gus Mills, the sophomore, for the first shot for Midway. 8-2 now, your score. 5:30 left to go in this first quarter. Hansen trying to respond. Another tough jumper, and he gets it off the glass. Georgetown's nailing these tough shots right now for a 10-2 lead early in this first quarter. Midway now coming inside. Thibodeau thinks about it, now backs out. Back out to Willis. Working on Johndell. Stops, now does a crossover inside, tries to get to the rim, too strong, can't connect. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Georgetown's ball. So a perfect start right now for Georgetown. up 10-2. Defense on the back end's playing well. Offense is landing those tough shots that they've got playmakers who are able to knock those down. And when you get those flowing early, that confidence will just build in these playmakers like Hansen, like Mohiz, these guys that can knock down those tough jumpers. As they try to set up their offense, you got to get it across half court. Then Hansen will do it. Pressure here from Midway, switching up the defense already, going to a zone. Finn Sims attacks it and leaves too much air on the shot. It's going to go out of bounds. Midway will take control. So a bit of a switch up defensively for Midway already going to that zone. A good drive by Sims, just couldn't land the shot. And now Willis will take it across half court, trying to set up Midway's offense. Back out to Mills. He'll take a three. Too much. Rebound by Sims. Georgetown's going to take it the other way. Midway yet to land a three-point shot. That's what Georgetown had to be worried about, Midway's ability to launch threes. The downside of that, though, for Midway, they have the ability to shoot themselves out of a ball game if they're not falling. Georgetown right now a chance to punish. Hansen inside. What a move. Up and under. Great footwork to get open, get the defender off his feet, and lay it up off the glass. Another bucket for Georgetown, 12-2 early as we reach the 4-minute mark in this first quarter. Thibodeau driving inside, passing out. Now on the cut is Willis. He'll go inside a bunch of Eagle defenders. He'll draw the foul. 2 free throws to come for Midway. 12-2, 4:22 left in this first quarter. A first quarter that has really gone Georgetown's way early. Not as much post play as I expected coming into this, but instead letting their guards go to work in isolation, nailing these tough jumpers right now. Georgetown up 12-2, 2 free throws on the way for Midway. Willis nails the first one. He's a guy that averages 12 points a game. As we have one substitution, Evan Garrick comes in for Midway, number 0. Willis is a guy that averages 12 points a game. He's absolutely a dynamic playmaker. Leads the team in PPG out, as well as Ars Thibodeau with 12. Nails the second free throw. A beautiful arc on that one. 12-4 now the score. Georgetown on top. Hansen with pressure. Gets it across half court against Willis. Now looks to go to get more. Pulls up another tough jumper. That one's short. Midway on a chance for a fast break. Willis goes inside, works around the charge attempt. What a layup that was to land that shot. Finn Sims was coming behind him, trying to send that one under the second row. But an excellent touch there by Willis to land that shot. Now 12-6. Georgetown with the lead. Hansen picks up his dribble, gets out to John Dahl, trying to reset it. Oliver Reeves in the corner, breaks inside to Finn Sims, gets the ball stripped by Thibodeau. Midway now, a deep pass, trying to get it all the way to Mills, who smokes the layup, can't finish it off. Goes after the rebound and is going to get a tip ball. That the possession error goes to Midway, and we've got a big substitution now for the Eagles. 33 Cohen Hunsaker, it comes into the ball game, as well as number 10 Diego Torres and 2 Brady Askew. Midway comes into it, just trying to throw it up for Thibodeau too much. Georgetown with an easy takeaway. Hansen trying to make a pay, gets tied up. Number 1, Rowan Schwartz called for the foul there, and that's probably a good foul just to stop an easy layup, force Nick Hansen to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws rather than getting that easy layup in transition right now. 2 free throws on the way, and this is such a massive aspect of the high school level free throw shooting, because when you get into the college, the pros, and he lands the first one, when you get to the college and pros, you expect a lot higher level of those free shots to go down. But at this level, the high school, free throws can make and break games in a big way, much like they can at those higher levels, because there's not as consistently high of a floor with these players' free throw shooting. And so the better free throw team is going to have a massive advantage tonight as Nick Hansen knocked them both down. Score goes to 14-6, 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Mills takes it across half court, trying to set up the offense with Thibodeau. Gets it knocked away by Sims. Oh, good spin move. He gets doubled, draws the foul. Oh, they're going to wave it off. No and one opportunity. This is on the floor. So no and one opportunity there. A bit of a break for Georgetown, because that was an excellent spin move by Thibodeau to get inside, draw the foul. They said the foul comes before the shot, though. And so it will just be an inbounds play for Midway. Get out to Willis. Thinks about a 3. They will launch if he's given the green light. Gets it outside instead. It's to number 3, Rutherford. Back out to Willis. Deep 3. It's good. Antoine Willis right now lighting things up. We've got a timeout by Midway. We'll take it with him right now. 17-9 the score live. So Georgetown's up 14-9. That three-point shot got attributed to the wrong side. 14-9, a 5-point lead for Georgetown headed into that first timeout. 3:02 left in this first quarter. Georgetown started out strong. Midway now trying to fight their way back into this ball game. Still down by 5. Askew on the inbounds play. Gets out to Torres. Midway looks like they're going back to that zone pressure look. They're trying to really prevent Georgetown from getting it across midcourt. They're going to have to. Askew does. But now he gets doubled. Get out to Torres. He's got Hansen open. He's going to take it inside. Back to Hansen now. Thinks about a three. Drives inside. And now he's pushed back outwards. So now it's knocked away by Thibodeau. Oh! Thibodeau knocked into the Baller TV camera. I hope he's okay. That was quite a collision there on the side. And that is the risk you have when you have a massive camera stand right next to the out-of-bounds line. Players, when they're trying to make a play, will just collide with it. I hope Baller TV, everyone, the watchers over there, can still see the court. But if not, you're more than welcome to come over to our broadcast right here. Georgetown on the inbounds play will get it to Askew. Going to be interesting to see how they continue to attack this Midway zone that they've elected to go defensively. Askew picks up his dribble back to Torres now. Still trying to probe, find a way inside. Sims got it right by half, and he gets it to Askew. Can't get the kind roll. Offensive rebound, though. Fighting for it is Hunsaker. He gets it blocked and ripped away by Thibodeau, who's played the entire first quarter up to this point. Been a very impactful guy. And then Mills launches a three in response and nails it. A big-time shot there for Midway to put the lead to just 2. 14-12 now. And now Midway's three ball is starting to fly as they continue to get this energy from defense. And they forget about Hunsaker down there. It's blocked off the glass. It should be a goaltending. That'll go down as 2 points for Hunsaker there. That's the risk you have when you play that aggressive defense. You can lose track of players right there. That time, an easy 2-point shot, goaltending shot for the Eagles. Midway now trying to respond. Another deep three. That one's off for Antoine Willis, who's knocked down one of those already. Now deep shot, trying to save it, is Diego Torres, rather, and he just throws it back to Thibodeau. Too much on the pass. Willis now trying to go to work. He's doubled, and he'll just throw it away. Georgetown, fast break opportunity. Hansen goes inside. A little floater. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Sims. Goes inside on everybody, and one. That is the advantage of having a 6'7" wing down low, and against a team whose tallest guy is 6'4". You just cannot stop that post game right there. Finn Sims knocks down the shot and one opportunity. 18-12, Georgetown leads it with 1:26 to go in this first quarter. Big time response there for Georgetown defensively to rally after Midway knocked down a clutch three to kind of really bring themselves back in this ball game early. A good defensive stand forces the turnover, and then they capitalize in fast break, in transition. The offensive rebound up and in. 3-point opportunity to come. Sims' only free throw shot up and good. 3-point play converted for Georgetown, up 19-12 now. Midway still going fast though. Rutherford inside, backs out to Garrick for three, and he nails it. So they waste no time getting those 3 points right back as we close in on 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Georgetown might try to slow things down here, limit possessions late in this quarter, as Torres is trying to work on Butler. Oh, he gets it stripped away. Another turnover now. Midway's going for it. Back out. Garrick, another three. Why not? Back-to-back big shots for Garrick. 2 3-pointers from the same spot. Now in a 7-point lead in about 10 seconds has dissipated to a 1-point Georgetown lead. 45 seconds to go in this first quarter. Still trying to figure out a way to get inside this Midway defense as Torres finds Askew. Back out to Sims, who good close out there by Midway. They attack, and they're going to call a foul on Midway. Tried to go in for the charge a little bit too slow, and they're going to call this a shooting foul. So Finn Sims will go back to the free throw line. 2 more shots with 34 seconds to go in this first quarter. Midway's done a great job responding to that quick Georgetown flurry. Now a very scrappy game as Finn Sims knocks the first shot down. A very scrappy game we've got ourselves. Midway's starting to knock down those threes. That second free throw is off, so it'll be a 2-point lead, 34 seconds to go. As the clock runs, Garrick's open again in the corner. That one rattles in and out. His first miss from three. They're going to give it right back to him. He's got the hot hand. He passes it out. That three-pointer is also short by Gebhardt. He can't connect, and now Georgetown will slow things down. They want the last shot under 17 seconds to go in this first quarter. Hansen takes it across midcourt. He's got the ability to knock down tough jumpers. He throws that one right into the hands of Gus Mills, who knocks it out. It'll stay Georgetown ball. A little bit careless on that pass, though. Could have been a turnover. Now, under 10 seconds to go, Georgetown will set up their final play of this first quarter. Looks like Georgetown might want a timeout here. Looked like Hunsaker came out of the game. Looking at his hand, he might have gotten something banged up. So John Dahl will come in to substitute for him on this inbounds play. John Dahl looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Askew. 8 seconds to go now. He's got time, doesn't have to rush it. He rushes it anyway, gets blocked. Blocked by Gus Mills, who's going all the way now. On the corner, number 3 is Rutherford for 3. Cannot connect, and that will bring an end to the first quarter. 20-18, Georgetown leads it after one. Quick timeout, we'll be right back after this. Welcome you back into the second quarter of action here at Georgetown High School. Right now, Finn Sims having himself quite a first quarter, 8-6, his stats in that first quarter. Midway, though, fought their way back out of a 6-0 deficit, then a 10-2 deficit to make this score 20-18, headed into the second quarter now. 8 more minutes in this first half. Georgetown still looking to capitalize on that early advantage they got. Midway looking to, for the first time in this game, tie it up and potentially take the lead. Sims drives inside. Back out of John Dahl. He'll take a 3. Can't get it to go. Big rebound defensively for Midway. There's a fight for it. And it looks like they might call Hansen for the foul. He's trying to get in for to get that jump ball. They're going to call it foul, I believe. Either on Hansen or Sims. I could not tell who they called it. It was on Finn Sims then. So Sims' first foul of the ball game. Midway will take it on the inbounds play. At a chance now to tie or take the lead for the first time for Midway. Willis will take it across half court. He's played the entire first half up to this point as he tries to work on Hansen. Crafty dribbling. Hansen, though, he's sticky as a defender. Gets it up to Ty Brown, who goes to work, loses the ball. John Dahl's on him. Goes, resets, tries it again. Still working on John Dahl. Back Willis. I really thought he was going to launch that one. He's got unlimited range on his shot. Back out to Brown now. John Dahl still on him. Right now, a struggle for Midway to find anywhere to go with the ball. Back out a deep 3 for Browning. That's short. Finn Sims with his 7th board of the game, and he gets out to Hansen. 1-on-2 chance here. He drives all the way and gets the runner to go. Big time shot there. And we got a whistle on the court. So they're going to call a flop, I believe, on that defensive play, trying to set a charge. Instead, they flopped onto the ground. And so that's going to go against Midway. This bucket will count. 22-18 now the score. Midway working their way across. Willis has the opportunity to now he'll take that deep 3. Too much on the shot. Finn Sims has his 8th board in the first half. He takes it across midcourt, looking to go coast to coast, drives it up. Too much on the shot. Rebound Midway. Now they've got a fast break opportunity. Willis goes inside. Now kicks it out to Browning. His 3-pointer. Too strong. Gets his own miss. Another second chance for Midway. Willis inside, working on everybody. Tries to go all the way around, can't do it. Fight for the ball. Georgetown comes up with it. So after 2 chances for Midway, no points. Georgetown coming the other way now, trying to build this lead. Hansen thinks about it. Got a defender right in his face. That's Browning. He works right around him. Good job to get it out to Sims. Another pass to Mohees. His 3-ball cannot connect. Rebound by Midway. Willis will take it back across midcourt. He's trying to go all the way. Gets across Mohees, now drives inside, getting some jumping. That's simply too easy. High-level offense there by Antron Willis. Got his defender off his feet, and that's too easy for it as electric of a playmaker as Antron Willis is. The first bucket of the second quarter for Midway, 22-20 as Georgetown slows things down a little bit. Hansen comes across trying to set up a play for Georgetown. Inside is Oliver Reeves, goes a little post game, too strong. And that one's going to sail out of bounds. Midway will take possession. So another opportunity here for Midway to take control of this game, to tie it or take the lead as Thibodeau checks back in for Grant Gebhardt. Thibodeau and Willis right now have been the most impactful players along with Gus Mills for Midway. And those two guys have really come to play. Willis and Thibodeau, both those guys have been high impact players so far in this first half. Willis takes it across, gives it up to Thibodeau. Working on Finn Sims. Gets stripped away, and they're going to call Sims, I believe, for another foul. That'll be his second in this first quarter, in the first half, rather. And you definitely do not want to have him get a third before halftime, because then he is considered, he's going to be in foul trouble the rest of this game. And with how impactful he's already been, Georgetown definitely cannot afford to lose him. Inbound play opportunity for Midway. Willis trying to find somewhere to go. Launched it all the way across, and Hansen rips it away. 2-on-1 opportunity. He's going to go up with it and cannot connect, but I believe they're going to get interference on Thibodeau. He slapped the backboard, which interfered with the shot trajectory. They're going to give him the points on that shot. That's the second time now. Thibodeau's crazy athletic, but that 2 times now he had a goaltending there, an interference call. The bucket counts for Georgetown, 24-20. Willis finds a way inside, gets the defender up. 42 with a shot now. Cannot connect. They do not have him on the roster for Midway. For number 42, he misses his first 3-ball of the game. Hansen now takes it across midcourt. Hansen gets it out to John Dahl. Finn Sims now got a much smaller defender on him. Picks up his dribble, now going across to Hansen. Does a great job catching it. Resets, gets his man up, pass it out to Mohees. Trying to reset on offense. Georgetown, a good opportunity here to go up by multiple possessions. That one's attempted to be stolen away, but Ty Brown's foot was on the line when he touched the ball. It'd be out of bounds. Maintained Georgetown possession. A good defensive response there for Midway after Georgetown had gotten some buckets to go their way. Now we'll get a substitution for Georgetown as Oliver Reeves comes out, and in comes, I believe that is Wallace Knapp, the 6'1 senior. Finn Sims now comes into Mohees, trying to find Hansen in the corner. Good screen, get him open. Cannot get the 3-ball to fall, though. Midway now an opportunity to dig into this 4-point lead. Who else but Willis takes it across midcourt, finds a way inside, gets tangled up with Hansen. They're going to call him for the foul. It was a good slight attempt to try to get in there and rip the ball away, but he got too much of the arm there. To call the foul on Nick Hansen. And now Antron Willis will go to the free throw line. 2 shots to make this a 1-possession game. 4:12 to go in the second quarter. Second quarter that's really slowed a lot of down scoring-wise as opposed to the first. Willis's first free throw up and no good. A bit of a shocker considering how effortlessly he made those first 2 free throws look, but the first one falls short. Second free throw opportunity is up and good. So he goes 1 of 2 from the line. A 3-point lead now for Georgetown as they approach halfway through the second quarter. 4:06 left to go on the game clock as Hansen does a nifty move to get away from Willis. Get it across midcourt. Now Georgetown looks to find some sort of rhythm offensively. Mohees, a tough shot. That might have got deflected. That was a little risky on his part, but he does a great job there deflecting the pass, letting his defense reset here. And I believe they're going to get a timeout call. A substitution call, rather. So number 12, Copeland Madre comes in for Mohees. First sighting of Madre, the football star, on the basketball court here tonight. Midway, an opportunity to tie the game with a 3-ball. Under 4 minutes to go in this first half. Ty Brown takes it across midcourt now, working on Hansen. A good spin move. Can't get away from him, though. Hansen's sticky as a defender. He's staying right rather with him. Good floating shot, though. Good defense, better offense by Ty Brown. A 2-pointer puts the lead to just 1 once again for Georgetown. Georgetown now an opportunity to try to rebuild this lead that Midway's done a great job digging into. Hansen drives it all the way to the free throw line. Might have got away with one there. And then Sims on the drive inside. He gets fouled by number 4. That's Antoine Willis's first foul. Sims will go back to the free throw line. You heard a bit of a murmur from the Midway crowd there because they thought Hansen traveled on that play setup, which he definitely might have. That foot dragged quite a bit. They get away with it, and now free throws for Finn Sims. He nails the first one. So now a 25-23 lead, 3:25 to go in this second quarter. Second free throw on the way, and nails. Finn Sims has had himself a phenomenal first half for this Georgetown Eagle basketball team. 26-23 now. Ty Brown now takes it out to Mills. He's had a good first half as well. Bumps against John Dell. Back out to Brown. His three ball is off. Goes right into the hands of Finn Sims, who's got himself a double-double in this first half. Working on Thibodeau, trying to get around him, and does. They're going to get Thibodeau, I believe, for a push. That's another foul on Thibodeau then. And they're going to tech him up. I believe they just teched up Thibodeau. That's going to be a technical foul for Georgetown. And there's such a critical game as this, a tight ball game right now. It's just a foul you cannot have if you're Midway. You're trying to dig yourself out of a hole. You guys, they've fought really hard to get to this point. That technical is going to send Nick Hansen to the free throw line. And then Georgetown will take possession over after that. 3:05 to go in this second quarter. Nick Hansen with the technical free throws. First one's up and good. It's a stolen possession, similar to a turnover in football. You're just giving the other team a golden opportunity to steal points and then operate with offenses on the court to get another opportunity to add on to their lead. Georgetown now up 28-23 after Hansen knocks down both those free throws. What a first half it's been for Finn Sims and Nick Hansen, respectively. These guys have come out to ball in this Jack Frost tournament. They're hungry for their first win of the season. As the inbounds play goes awry, John Dahl threw it too far. And now Midway an opportunity. He's got Garrick in the corner, and that's too easy. Evan Garrick, his third three ball of the game, digs right back into that Georgetown momentum. A 2-point lead now for Georgetown, under 3 minutes to go. Evan Garrick's third three-pointer on 4 attempts, and they've all been from that near corner side wing type spot. Hansen drives inside, gets it out to Madre, drives inside, tough jumper, can't get it to go. Tracks his own board down, but I think he got it knocked away by Knapp. And now Midway with a chance to take the lead. Finds Willis, going up against Finn Sims, though. That's a size disadvantage. Lost the ball. Might have been kicked. Now Georgetown's going to have it. Nick Hansen 3-on-1. Goes all the way up, and they're going to draw a foul again. Nick Hansen's going to go back to the free throw line. A foul on Gus Mills, the other number 11. And Nick Hansen right now is doing a lot of scoring for this Georgetown Eagle team that struggled to score this season. Oh, they're only averaging 42 points a game. If he knocks these free throws down, they're going to have 30 in the first half. I was just about to say, I might have announced or jinxed him. He nails the first one. 29-26. One more shot will make this a 2-possession game for Georgetown. 2:19 to go in this first quarter. We've got another substitution as Askew comes in for John Dahl. Hansen's second free throw is up and good. So 30 points in the first half for Georgetown. In a season they've only scored 42, averaging 42 on the year. Tremendous day for this offense. And they're going to draw another foul, I believe, on the drive by Gus Mills. It's going to be an inbounds play for Midway. They've done a great job responding after that blistering start for Georgetown. They're going to need another response here. Georgetown they've gotten the lead down to 1, but they've not been able to tie or take the lead yet this game. Willis trying to find a way to go, somewhere to go with it, running out of time. Ty Brown lost his defender. Hansen takes a 3. Can't get it to go. A battle for the rebound. And it's a great job there by Antoine Willis. Picked it up, threw it off Georgetown. They're going to be able to take possession back. Great job there by Willis, stealing a possession for themselves because that one was not looking like it was going to go their way. As we have another substitution for Midway, 23, it's Grant Gebhard. Comes in for 42, who again is not on their roster, so I do not have a name for him. Willis finds Gebhard coming inside. Now got Brown. Back out to Willis. His 3-ball cannot connect. Good rebound there by Madre. You see the athleticism of this football player, Copeland Madre, the wide receiving star. Goes up high for the board. Now Georgetown with Finn Sims working all the way inside. Great touch. Oh, almost. Looked very promising on that shot. A great job of him to contest on the rebound, and they're going to get the ball back off the tip. I really thought he was going to land that nice touch floater there in the inside. Instead, it goes out of bounds. Georgetown will remain with the ball, 30-26, 1:48 to go here in the first half. Hansen on the inbound, finds Finn Sims. That one might be a little too easy, and he overthought it. Threw it up too high. No good. Now Midway with an opportunity. Willis working on Madre. Back out now. That is another three ball for Midway. Off the mark is Gus Mills. Rebound there by Knapp. Georgetown with an opportunity to maybe slow things down here a bit as Madre goes 1-on-4. He does a good job setting up his teammates, letting them arrive. Hansen now with the ball, pulls up from the free throw line and nails it. Nick Hansen, what a first half he's having. He knocks out another jumper, 32-26 now. As Willis tries to respond, they're going to get Madre, I believe, on a foul. And it's good sportsmanship. I'd love to see that from Madre, helping Willis get up on the court. I'm not sure if he might have slipped there. Madre definitely did not like the call. But it will be a foul on Copeland Madre. They're going to let Willis take free throws here. So Antron Willis has really been the offensive engine for Midway so far this game. Him and Ars Thibodeau on the other side, Georgetown. Nick Hansen's got 16 points here in this first half, half of Georgetown's total points here tonight. And then Finn Sims with that 10-point, I believe 11 rebound double-double. 12-point, 11 rebound double-double at this moment. I mean, what a performance from those two individuals, really putting the teams on their backs here tonight. Antron Willis' first free throw, no good. And we've got a bit of a swap here for Georgetown as Torres, Hunsaker, and Reeves come into the ballgame. Finn Sims gets his first breather of the game. I believe he will probably be out the rest of this first half with just a minute 15 left to go. He's resting in the trash can. He was laying it all on the floor as Willis misses his second free throw. Georgetown gets lucky there. They are not harmed by the free throw attempt there by Willis. No points. Now Georgetown will get the ball, 1:15 to go before halftime. Askew gets it in to Torres. Back to Askew. Going to try to set up a highly effective play here to get more points, build that lead going into the break. Askew trying to work his way inside, gets it off to Hansen. Great pass inside, just a little bit off the mark for Reeves. Reeves couldn't quite connect with him. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrows going Midway. So Midway will take the possession arrow. Under a minute to go now. They've got an opportunity to dig into this lead before half. Willis wasting no time all the way up to Mills. Gets his man jumping, fires a three, and nails it. That's the danger you have with Midway. They can go so fast in the blink of an eye. Gus Mills, pump fake, gets Hansen jumping. They knock the three-pointer down. Now a three-point game for Georgetown. Askew slowing things down. Working on Garrett, gets inside, and I was going to pull it out to the far corner. Still working around with it, trying to find somewhere to go. He's got Torres, guy who's got a step. Now back out to Hunsaker, back to Hansen. Under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Nick Hansen going to work now against Ty Brown. He's got to find somewhere to go. 17 seconds. They seem content letting this one dribble out and take the final shot for Georgetown. 10 seconds to go now. Hansen gets a screen there, gets jumped by Gebhardt at the corner, finds his way across though, throws to the floater. Too strong. Georgetown gets it back. Hansen's got a chance. Throws it up right at the buzzer. He had more time, I think, than he realized. He could have set his feet. Just kind of launches it up, no good. And halftime scores 32-29. A highly contested first half for both teams, but Midway is still yet to tie or take the lead here in this first half. 10-minute break. After that, we will return with the second half and the conclusion of the first Jack Frost Tournament basketball game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. And we welcome you out, almost out of the halftime break. About 2 minutes left to go here. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the numbers of the first half. Georgetown up 32-29, a game that they led 6-0 and then 10-2. Midway's found themselves very close to being able to take the lead, tie the game up. They've not been able to do it. They've gotten the lead down to 1 point a couple times, and then Georgetown's been able to respond, rebuild that lead, keep Midway at bay. In that first half, Nick Hansen leads all scorers with 16 points. He's had himself a tremendous first half. Finn Sims had a first half double-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds. He's played fantastic. And on the other side, number 11, Mills has got 8 points. Willis has got 10. And then Gehrig, the bench player, coming off the bench and knocking down 3 three-pointers, all from a very similar location. Evan Gehrig's been a tremendous bench spark plug type of role right now for Midway. And that's the threat we talked about coming into this ball game. Midway's ability to shoot the three ball at a high level. They've all got the green light to do it. They will take those opportunities. And when they're knocking them down, it's a very difficult team to put the lid on because they've got high-level passing. They haven't turned the ball over a tremendous amount. They can find the open guys. And so when they're knocking those shots down, it's a lot to handle for a defense. On the other side, Georgetown's done a tremendous job knocking down the contested shots, but right now it's really just a two-man show on offense. It's Nick Hansen and it's Finn Sims. The big story of that first half, though, Ars Thibodeau, coming into this game, has averaged 12 points every game. He had a goose egg in that first half. He was a high-impact player. He was around a lot of things, but Georgetown's done a great job keeping him off the scoreboard as well as having 3 fouls in that first half. So he's going to be likely on foul trouble the rest of this ball game. It's going to be interesting to see how they manage him, what they want him to do on defense, how aggressive should he be, should he lay off, those type of things. Because you definitely don't want one of your best players to go out of this game early with a 4th and then a 5th foul. And so it's going to be interesting to see how they play Ars Thibodeau. But that's really been the story of that first half. Georgetown's got those 2 playmakers who are making plays, Nick Hansen, Finn Sims, and then Midway is doing their best to respond. They've played well up to this point to battle back from that early deficit, have still yet to take the lead or tie. Georgetown's maintained their edge from the opening tip all the way to this point, to the start of the second half. 32-29 as we enter the first 8-minute section, 8-minute quarter in the second half. This is going to be very, very telling. Georgetown, if you remember the Monday night game, the loss at Atkins, that was a game that they tied in the third quarter, and they ultimately kind of ran out of gas, and they ended up dropping that game in the fourth. But this is third quarter is such an underrated quarter when you look at the result of games, how games play out. If you want to see who has the momentum going into that clutch stretch, who's hot, who's not, the third quarter goes a long way in determining who ultimately can win these ball games, who can take control of these games late. Georgetown with an opportunity right here to secure their first win of the season. And they're gonna turn it over on the first play out of halftime. Definitely not what Coach had drawn up. And an immediate three-point shot for Ty Brown. And just like that, we've got a tie ball game for the first time tonight. Off the turnover, Ty Brown launches the 3, knocks it down. 32-32 now for Georgetown. Nick Hansen's got it now across midcourt, trying to go back to the drawing board a bit. Drives inside, cannot get the layup to go. A little bit too fast, hit it off the rim. Now Midway on the break. Ty Brown inside. Gehrig, he's knocking down all kinds of threes. Can't get this one to go. A fight for the rebound. Georgetown secures it. A bit of a break there. Gehrig was open again, and that's been his spot, that corner shot. Now Nick Hansen goes back. He's corner 3. No good. Rebound by Midway. Midway now another transition opportunity. Mills pops a 3. That's short. Georgetown recovers. A couple 3 balls already for Midway. They knock one down, miss the other 2. Georgetown now trying to settle things back down, reestablish with their game plan, because they can still run that same play they came out of half with. But they're going to ultimately take a timeout with 6:50 to go here in this third quarter. An early timeout for Georgetown, trying to get themselves back on the same page. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back after this. Out of that timeout, we've just got a tie ball game here in the third quarter, 32-32. A timeout just barely over 1 minute out of halftime is certainly not what Coach Canfield had drawn up for this first half, but a timeout that he thought he needed to regather this group together, focus themselves, and then try to set up a good play to get this offense back in rhythm. Finn Sims with it now, surveying the court. Going up against Mills, steps back, now tries to find Jandal and just throws it away. Right into the hands of Midway, another turnover. Midway now with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time. Thibodeau's got it driving inside. That's what he does best, draws the foul, and he will go to the line with a chance to take the lead. Foul on Oliver Reeves. And Thibodeau with a chance to get his first points and the first lead for Midway. Here, 6:31 left to go in this third quarter. Thibodeau's first free throw attempt on the way. And good. Midway with the first lead of the ball game on Thibodeau's first bucket of the game as well. It'll be massive for Midway if they're able to get him going here in the second half. Thibodeau's second shot on the way and good. 2 for 2 from the line. And now Georgetown find themselves trailing for the first time tonight, 32-34. Hansen trying to now deal with Midway's pressure. Finds it, gets it out to Mohiz, who thinks about a three, then takes it, and it rattles in and out. Some poor deep shooting luck here for Georgetown as Midway continues to go fast. Gehrig got it back up to Thibodeau, and he's going to reset the offense. Working now on Reeves, goes inside. Gehrig types a three, and it's blocked by Hansen, who gets it out. Mills with his three ball. No good, a deep three-point attempt. And they're going to get Schwartz, I believe, on the foul. Mohiz went up for the board. Schwartz contested a little bit too physically. And a foul on Rowan Schwartz. Early substitution as Brady Askew comes in for Mohiz. He'll be the inbounds player. 6:01 left to go here in the third quarter. Georgetown down by 2. Nick Hansen now still looking for their first bucket of this second half. Hansen across midcourt. Finds Reeves, back out to Hansen, drives inside. Good play there as Nick Hansen takes it all the way to the rack. A pretty finish. Ties the game at 34. Ty Brown now working on Askew, goes inside, goes with a runner too much. Rebound by Finn Sims. Georgetown with a chance to retake the lead. Risky pass. Thibodeau almost jumped it, laid off the last second. Hansen inside, out to Jandal. His three ball cannot go. Offensive board by Sims, lost the possession. It'll stay with Georgetown. But Georgetown's really struggled to knock down these three balls tonight. I'm not sure if they've got more than just one from Finn Sims. I think that might be the only three ball they've made tonight. Sims tries to go reverse layup, and it's finished off by Oliver Reeves. They have 0 three-pointers made tonight, as Hyatt fact checks me there. 0 three-pointers for Georgetown so far. Reeves with a good move goes inside. Mills lays it up and in. Ties the game at 36 once again. And I think we might have a four-quarter finish ahead of us, folks. Hansen now takes it across midcourt. A risky pass. That one stolen away by Thibodeau. Going all the way. Good contest there by Hansen. He got a lot of that ball. I'm not sure I agree with that foul call, but they're going to give Thibodeau a chance at the line. I hope he's okay. He took a tough tumble at the end of that. It's definitely slow to get up. It looked at me at first glance that Hansen got that ball away, did not contact any part of his hand, because his wrist, I believe, is part of the ball, so you can contact that on a defensive play. Instead, they're going to call the foul on Hansen. 2 free throws here for Thibodeau. A chance to regain the lead for Midway. 4:53 in the third quarter. Thibodeau's first shot is up and no good. Perhaps a ball doesn't lie moment for Nick Hansen, as we have another substitution here. Hunsaker comes in for Georgetown, and Antoine Willis comes in for Midway. Second free throw opportunity to regain the lead for Midway. Is on the way, and good. So goes 1 for 2 for the line. A 1-point lead now for Midway, 36-37. Under 5 to go in the third quarter. Hansen working against Ty Brown. Gets it across midcourt. Gets low, and then he'll go all the way down. They're going to call Brown on the foul there. They definitely are calling these pretty loose. Not a ton of contact on that one. I think that was more of Nick Hansen losing his footing, but they give him the foul on Brown. Now an inbounds play for Georgetown. Back out to Hansen. Still working on Ty Brown. Go to that far wing, pass it out to Hunsaker, back to Hansen. Finds Askew cutting across, then back out to Finn Sims, who's got a much smaller defender on him. Gus Mills back inside to Reeves. Tries to get a risky pass to the cutting Hunsaker, too much there. Now Midway, good spin move by Thibodeau, inside and lays it in. That's the talent you can tell Thibodeau's got with athleticism. Georgetown going quickly, the other side, Hansen lays it up and in. Instant response for Georgetown, and they throw it away. Midway throws it away, trying to go too fast on the inbounds. A massive turnover for Georgetown, and that pace right there was becoming a little bit too electric. Not really Georgetown's type of style, but that throwaway lets Georgetown settle things down. Down 1, 4:10 left to go here in this third quarter. If Ars Thibodeau comes alive here in this second half, Georgetown's going to have their hands full trying to secure this victory. He's got more points now than he had all the first quarter. And so he's an absolutely electric playmaker. Georgetown's got to keep an eye on him, especially in those transition and take attempts when he's got the athleticism, when he's got speed, a full head of steam that he can take off with. Refs trying to work something out on the far side before they're going to let this inbounds play go. 4:10 left to go in the third quarter. Hansen's got the inbounds, gets it inside to Hunsaker. Out to Torres. Back to Hansen. And I believe he stepped out of bounds. Yeah, too tight of a window there. Hansen stepped out. They return the ball over. Good opportunity to take advantage of. They could not do it. Now Midway with a chance to build on their lead as we eclipse the 4-minute mark in the third. Willis drives inside, gets tangled up. They're gonna get a jump ball. Gonna get a jump ball there. Good tie up there by Hunsaker to get the possession arrow. It'll stay with Midway and it will revert to Georgetown after this. Willis gets it inside to Brown. Georgetown elects to go with a zone defense. Willis tries to cut inside on Hunsaker. Gets it out. This is the problem, though. You leave Garrick wide open. He misses the three. A big miss there for Georgetown. Oh, and it's stolen away. Torres is trying to dribble with it. Great job by Ty Brown to steal it. Thibodeau can't finish the shot. And it works out for him. They get a 2-point to go and the foul. A 3-point opportunity for Georgetown. Diego Torres was trying to dribble the ball, didn't realize that Ty Brown had snuck up on him, pokes it away. Another turnover leads directly to points for Midway. 2 points are good. Free throw on the way to complete the 3-point play and make this a 2-possession lead now for Midway. 38-41, under 4 minutes to go. The ref's trying to sort something out, I believe, with the fans. They've got it sorted out now, and Thibodeau will take his free throw. Chance to convert the 3-point play is good. 38-42. Midway is really taking over this third quarter now. Georgetown needs a response to find themselves not being swept away by the energy Midway's playing with right now. Hansen to Askew. Back into inside to Hansen. Lucky stays in bounds. Turnaround jumper is good. Tough bucket there by Nick Hansen. A big-time shot. Now the lead down to just 2. Midway coming across. Willis back out of Thibodeau. He's been hot. Working on Finn Sims. Drives inside. Spin move too much. Rebound by Sims. Good stop there for Georgetown. Pass out to Hansen. Working, trying to go fast. Drives inside. Pulls up in the free throw line and nails it. Nick Hansen's tied the game, and he is taking over this game for Georgetown's offense. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Midway now looking to respond. Willis working on Torres. Spin move inside. Goes a tough layup. That's a heck of a play there by Willis. I believe we're going to get a timeout by Midway as they regain the lead. What a third quarter we've got so far for you guys. 44-42. We're going to keep it here for now. Man, Nick Hansen has totally electrified this offense. He's got 24 here in this ball game. Georgetown's got 42 as a team, which ties their season average. So this has been a tremendous offensive day. We're still seeing a lot of reliance, though, on those two playmakers, Nick Hansen and Finn Sims. And as long as they're making those shots, it's more credit to them. But you always like to see those contributing factors step up in some roles. Having a guy like Carter Johndall knock down a couple threes, guys off the bench scoring as well. So you want to see more guys get involved. But right now, Nick Hansen is taking over this basketball game, 24 points. Finn Sims still's got that double-double. But ours Thibodeau's come alive here in the second half. Thibodeau's got 8 points here in this third quarter, and he's really mounted this Midway comeback to take possession, to take the lead in this ball game. 2:43 left to go here in the third. A chance for Midway to end the quarter with the first lead if they were able to maintain this, the final 2:43. It'll be an inbounds play here for Georgetown. Hansen's going to get doubled off the rim. It's going to be an immediate foul on Ty Brown. I cannot imagine that is what Midway had designed. As soon as Hansen touched the ball, that's going to be another foul on Ty Brown. And it's just really just going to be a reset, another inbounds, likely something similar here as Hansen shakes through the defense, working on Willis to get across half court. And Willis will lay off, let him cross. Georgetown looking to tie or take the lead here with a 3-ball. Nick Hansen working inside, gets a step, goes up, right across Thibodeau. They're going to call him for a foul. He landed hard. I hope he's okay. He hit his head on the way down. They're going to get him for a foul. I believe that might be his 4th in this ball game. A 3-point chance here for Nick Hansen, rather. 26 now in the ball game. He's taking over. But ours Thibodeau is clearly shaken up. Certainly hope he is okay. He's came down really hard on his head, I believe, trying to make a play to reject that shot. A great job by Hansen taking advantage of the leverage he had. He got a lane. He went around just enough of Thibodeau to land the shot to draw that foul. A chance now to take the lead with a free throw. Hansen's shot's on the way in. Good. Nick Hansen's got the lead up back for Georgetown by 1. 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Mills going fast, drives all the way inside, lays it up too short. Houndsaker on the board. Georgetown gets it right back to who else? Nick Hansen. And he is flaming right now. I imagine this is going to continue to be Nick Hansen shooting this basketball right now. That one throws it away. Got tipped out by Gus Mills. Georgetown will remain with possession. I'd be shocked if anyone else besides Nick Hansen takes a shot right now with how he's feeling, how effective he's been with the ball in his hands. Georgetown's still looking for their first three-pointer of the night, and I don't think there would be a better time to do it than right now to really capitalize on that offensive momentum they've got. Askew gets it on the inbounds play, and to Finn Sims. Working on 42. Drives inside, and they're going to get him for the travel. Travel there, he reset and then shuffled too much, working against number 42. A turnover gives it right back to Midway. And a big opportunity now for Midway to dig back and rip away that Georgetown momentum they've got that Nick Hansen's really built for them. Willis now looking to regain the lead. Down by 1 under 2 minutes to go. Hansen working, Willis working on Hansen, throws it away. Torres, great jump of the route that gets away from Willis, trying to steal it right back. Askew will take it up, back to Torres. Working against Willis. Gets it to Hunsaker, trying to dribble around. Gets it to Hansen. Stop and pop. Jumper is good. Nick Hansen is feeling it, folks. 29. Willis going across, going fast, trying to respond. They're going to get Torres for a foul. 29 points for Nick Hansen here in this ball game. And he is putting this team on his back right now, refusing to lose this basketball game. It's going to be an inbounds play here for Midway. 1:28 left to go here in the third. A 3-point lead for Georgetown on the back of Nick Hansen's excellent performance here at the Jack Frost tournament. Antoine Willis gets it into Roman Schwartz, or Ty Brown rather. Back out to Willis. Working on Madre. Thinks about it, now dribble, spin move inside. He's got Gebhardt open in the corner for 3, can't connect. Good offensive board, they're gonna reset it. Brown back to Willis. He's got a leverage. Good job by Madrid walling him off. Willis goes inside anyway. Tries to work around 2 Eagle defenders and nails it. Goes up over Cohen Hunsaker and nails a shot. Big time bucket there for Willis, who's also having an excellent day for his part offensively for Midway. A 1-point lead now for Georgetown. Under a minute to go here in the third. Nick Hansen out to Madre. Trying to get it back to Hansen. He's good job walling him off by Willis. And they're going to get a tight defense turnover there, I believe, unless Georgetown called a timeout. Georgetown got the timeout off in time. Good job there by Midway to force that, because otherwise that would have been a turnover on the tight defense coverage there. A 30-second timeout. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back into the third quarter. Less than a minute to go. Nick Hansen has been the story of this ball game for Georgetown. 29 points as we close in on the end of the third quarter. On the other side, Thibodeau's got 8. Entron Willis has got 14. They've got a lot of contributing factors as well on the offensive side. Coming off the bench, Garrick hit 3 clutch threes for them. Just a 1-point lead for Georgetown. Nick Hansen, what can he bring out in this final 43 seconds? And he has really taken over this basketball game on the offensive end for Georgetown. I imagine they're going to continue to give him the ball as they throw the inbounds to him. He'll get contested early by Rutherford, by Midway. Under 40 seconds to go now. If you're Midway, you do not want Hansen shooting this basketball with how well he's playing. And they're clearly have that in mind as they're jumping him all the way near half court now. Now they'll lay off, and Georgetown will go for the final shot. Under 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and they're just playing pitch and catch right now. Brady Askew back to Nick Hansen. I imagine he wants this final shot for himself. Back into Finn Sims, rather. And Finn Sims, not enough there on the shot. Midway with a chance to take the lead as we go underneath 10 seconds. A wild shot by Willis. Can't get anything to go. Under 3 to go. Hansen's going to have a chance at this. Stops and pops. Oh, almost. Almost nailed the three-pointer as time expired in the third, but we will go to the fourth. Georgetown's got a 1-point lead. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a tremendous finish. The first game of the Jack Frost tournament concludes right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. First game of the Jack Frost tournament for Georgetown, looking for their first win of the season. They've got a 1-point lead as we enter the final 8 minutes of the basketball game. Inbounds play for Georgetown. Askew will get it across midcourt. Gets doubled, gotta get this away. Fights through, gets it to Madra. He's doubled as well. Georgetown's got to find somewhere to go. Backcourts. Madra over the backcourt. That's the risk you kind of have with the football guys coming in not quite as comfortable yet in the basketball shoes. A backcourt turnover throws away Georgetown's starting possession. Now Midway with a chance to take the lead. Entron Willis now working on offense. Gets it out to Gus Mills. They had a bit of an explosion third quarter. And they're going to call a foul there. A foul on Hunsaker that looked to me like a push-off, potentially a shoulder bump into Hunsaker. They're going to call it on Georgetown. Midway is going to have an inbounds play as a result, and Hunsaker comes out for Oliver Reeves. An early first foul, 22 seconds here into the final period, as Gus Mills will run the inbounds play for Midway. Mills gets it into Willis. Any bucket here will take the lead for Midway. Willis working on Hansen. Just has to give it up. 42 is the unnamed man. Hansen rips it away. Jumps in for the steal. Goes all the way in. Finishes. Nick Hansen's got 31. And a 3-point lead here for Georgetown. Willis now comes back right at Hansen. And he gets doubled right there by Sims. Sims gone the breakaway. Finn Sims slams it down. The rip, the dunk, 5-point lead for Georgetown. They steal it again. Madre from the side. Georgetown defense right now taking over this basketball game. Finn Sims working across the side. A chance to maybe slow things down, maybe run some clock. Hanson's now working on Thibodeau, and he will slow things down. Try to reestablish a bit of offense after the quick turnover dunk by Finn Sims. Hanson working on Thibodeau. Gets inside to Askew. What a cut. What a finish. Georgetown's got a momentum, and Midway doesn't like it. Timeout by Matt Saman. A 7-point lead for Georgetown. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back into the fourth quarter. Georgetown on a flurry. A steals creating offensive opportunities in transition. Finn Sims with that exclamation point dunk. A 7-point lead just like that. When things looked very neck and neck back and forth, Midway forced to call a timeout just to staunch Georgetown's relentless flow there. 6:34 left to go. Georgetown up by 7. Midway will inbounds. Inside to Willis. Gets across half court, matched up with Hanson. Gets a screen, doesn't take the screen from Thibodeau. Still working on Hanson. Now switches off to Sims. Now they like the inside matchup. Thibodeau on Hanson. They're going to call a flop there on Hanson. A 3-ball for Willis is no good. Long rebound back to Midway. And they're going to now call that flop, I believe, on Nick Hanson. Trying to work in that post game with Thibodeau. That's a size mismatch. So as a guard, you're taught to try to sell that fake to get that charge call. They get him for the flop instead. So an inbounds play here for Midway. Gus Mills on the pass. Ref still trying to sort something out on the far side. 6:12 left to go. Georgetown up by 7. 6:12 away from Georgetown's first victory of the season. No better time to get it than the first game of that Jack Frost tournament. 2 games tomorrow, folks. 2 games at 12 and 6. We'll be right back here at the gym. Have it right here at Georgetown on SHN YouTube channel, First Responder Broadcasting. Thibodeau working inside, back outside of Willis. His 3-ball left alone. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Georgetown. And I believe Askew might have traveled right there. They're going to call him for it. Askew secured the rebound but traveled. Just about to say, Midway's 3 percentage has definitely dropped off here in the second half, but Georgetown unable to capitalize on that rebound right there. The turnover gives it right back to Midway. 5:56 left to go here in the fourth. Schwartz inbounds it to Willis. Now on Mills, back to Thibodeau. Thibodeau working on Reeves. Drives inside, gets a step, and lays it in. Just too fast for Reeves right there. Thibodeau takes it all the way. Big time bucket. Now cuts the lead to 5. Askew will take it across half court. Thibodeau's matched up on him. Gives it out to Madre. Madre back to Askew. Gets a step, goes all the way inside, lays it up. Oh, too much. Couldn't finish the lay. Tries to attack the rebound. Can't get it. And now Midway in transition. Thibodeau working. Gets Schwartz on the side, drives it inside, trying to find somewhere to go. Inside of Thibodeau, secures it and puts it up and in. 4 quick points for Thibodeau. Cuts the lead back down to 3 as we approach 5 minutes left to go in the ballgame. Madre gets across half court on the pass from Askew. Back to Askew on the G. Hanson gets the ball. Too aggressive by the defense. He makes them pay. The free throw jumper is good for Nick Hanson. 33 points in the ball game. Back up to a 5-point lead. Midway's moving fast. Willis got it on the close wing, working against Hansen. Wants a three, dribbles inside. Hansen sticky at defense, gets it away. Schwartz recovers it for Midway. And they're going to reset with Mills. Takes a deep three, pull-up shot. No good. Finn Sims another board. Georgetown an opportunity to maybe take some clock and add to this lead as we go under 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Askew out to Madre. And he will slow things down. He'll force Thibodeau to come up and guard him to trigger that 5-second count. Madre now working, trying to find somewhere to go. Thibodeau's really doing a great job. Gets it away to Hansen, who pulls up and misses for maybe the first time here in the second half. Misses the shot. Midway going fast now inside of Willis. Oh, that looked clean to me. They're going to call another foul on Brady Askew on the take there by Antoine Willis. Give him 2 shots to cut the lead down to 3 with 4:02 left to go here in the fourth. We're going to have an electric finish, folks. Midway refuses to go away in this ball game. Credit to that coaching staff for rallying them after that Georgetown flurry. 2 free throws away from making this a 1-possession game. First one is good. Bounces around and falls for Antoine Willis. Got a bit of a swap here as Ty Brown comes into the ball game for Midway. And Drondal comes in for Madre. Second free throw on the way to make this a 1-possession game. Up and good. 3-point lead for Georgetown as Willis has 16 in the ball game tonight. He's done a tremendous job on the offensive end for Midway. And Georgetown looking to regain a 5-possession lead. Gets inside, great take by Sims, who thinks about it, pass it out to Reeves. Great touch right there by the rack to knock it down. Under 4 minutes, Georgetown back up by 5. Midway going quick, trying to regain those points. Back to Thibodeau, he's got a step. Instead, pass out to Brown, goes baseline, outside of the corner. Garrick for 3, and good. That's Garrick's spot, his 4th three-pointer of the ball game. Now just a 2-point lead, for Georgetown. Evan Garrick's got 12. Askew takes it across half court. 3:20 left to go in the ball game. Almost throws it away. John Dahl's very close to that out-of-bounds line. He fights his way back in. Sims thinks about a 3. Pulls it down and just tosses this one. John Dahl, great job recovering. Georgetown's going to try to reset this offense if they can get out of this double team. They get it to Hansen. Reeves is open, finds him. Great passing there by Nick Hansen to find Oliver Reeves. Another bucket for Georgetown. Back up to a 2-possession lead. Midway going fast. Willis inside, taking on everybody. Too short. I believe Thibodeau flew in for the rebound and tossed it off of Georgetown. So they're going to take this possession. What a play by Thibodeau to maintain control of this basketball at this critical juncture in the game. Now under 3 minutes to go. Another chance to reestablish just a 1-possession lead here for Georgetown. Midway finds Brown, who thinks about a 3, drives inside, got Askew to fall and knocks down the Midway's jumper. Back down to a 2-point lead. Once again, Midway refusing to give up on this basketball game. Askew takes it across half court. 2:30 left to go in the fourth. Gives it off to Reeves. A tough pass, tight window there. Mills contests the whole way. Reeves dribbling it inside. He gets double, picks up his dribble, finds John Dahl. Back to Sims, who gets across. Great cut. Now he's going to have to reset. Back to Reeves. Thinks about a 3. Back to Askew. Now John Dahl's got it inside to Sims. 2:15 to go. Georgetown struggling to find somewhere to go with the ball. Inside to Hansen, gets it tipped away, and they're going to call a foul. A great job there, a spin move by Hansen to give himself just enough space away from Ty Brown to let him get to the rack, and then the weak side help too slow. Draws the foul. Free throws here for Nick Hansen to add to his electric performance and potentially reestablish a 2-possession lead with 2:10 left to go in the fourth. Instantly fires his first free throw and sinks it. Georgetown's got 60 in the ball game, and Nick Hansen's got 34 of them. Nick Hansen, what a game it has been for him. Knocks down the second free throw, 35 for Nick Hansen, and Midway wants a timeout. 2:10 left to go. Georgetown's up by 4. We'll be right back for the conclusion of the first Jack Frost game right after this. The conclusion of this epic battle right now has arrived. 2:10 left to go. It'll probably be more like 20 minutes with how many timeouts are taken in basketball. But 2:10 left to go on the game clock. Georgetown up by 4 on the backs of Nick Hansen. 35 points in this basketball game, putting the team on his shoulders and carrying them right now to this 4-point lead late in this ball game. Midway with the inbounds play. Desperately need to get this to a one-possession game for if you're a Midway to try to have a chance at this here late. Mills working on 2 Eagles, gives it out to Thibodeau. Tries to find somewhere to go with it. Finds Garrick in the corner, fires another 3. This one's off. Sims gets the rebound, gets it stolen away by Thibodeau. He was trying to talk to the ref. Thibodeau came up, ripped the ball, and took the points. A 2-pointer there, good. And now Mohees going all the way, stops. Might have traveled, gets away with it. Georgetown's going to try to reset with a 2-point lead. Under a minute and a half to go. Finn Sims working on Ty Brown. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets Hansen inside. Good step. Gets all the way to the rack and lays it in. Nick Hansen, who else? Another clutch bucket for Nick Hansen. Midway back down by 4. Got to go fast now. Ty Brown inside. Garrick, another corner 3. Cannot get those to go. Finn Sims got it and secures this rebound. A minute 15 to go. Georgetown up by 4. Thibodeau trying to make a play. Sims works around and Mohees got it. Back to Finn Sims. They're going to foul Mohees. A foul by Midway there. A minute 9 left to go. Georgetown up by 4. 19 boards, I believe it is, for Finn Sims here tonight. What a performance for him. We talked about the size advantage Georgetown's got. Finn Sims, the tallest player on the court at any given time, and he's acting like it on the stat sheet. 19 boards for Finn Sims, and a heck of a double-double for him as well. Inbounds play to Hansen. Georgetown's going to try to milk as much clock as they can as we approach 1 minute to go here in the ballgame. Back to Mohees, back to Hansen. They get it across half. Double team, back to Hansen. That's a risky pass, stolen by Trey Brown. Going across, back to Thibodeau. Gets it knocked away. Midway struggling to finish, and they ultimately will get an and one play here. No, they're going to call a offensive foul. It looks to me that they're going to call a technical foul on Thibodeau. That's his second, so he's going to be tossed, I believe, if they're going to call this on Thibodeau. I'm not sure what exactly happened. That was a lot of flurry of action in a very short time, but if this is a technical foul on Thibodeau, that is going to be a back-breaking penalty on Midway, because that's 2 shots for Georgetown and possession late with under a minute to go. Ref's still talking about it, trying to sort this out. It's definitely not going Midway's favor, given how their reaction to the call by those referees. Now, I'm not sure what exactly might have been said, might have happened down there. I could not tell what triggered that technical foul. But it looks like that's where they're going to go with this. Midway's all set up at half court. Ref's still trying to talk this through. But I imagine Nick Hansen will have 2 free throw attempts. Okay, so it looks like they're going to count that layup shot, and then the technical came after that. So that 2-point bucket for Thibodeau is good. He will not get the free throw afterwards. It'll instead be a technical on Thibodeau, and he has had his second tech. He's out of the ball game the rest of the night. And now Georgetown will have 2 free throws to reestablish that 2-possession lead. You hear the dissent from the Midway fans. Definitely do not like that call. Again, I could not tell what exactly happened down there. It was a lot going on very quickly. I assume the whistle came right after that shot, meaning that 1-possession chance. And now it looks like Midway will have a shot to potentially capitalize on the... So Midway will have that free throw opportunity to capitalize the and one. And then after that, Georgetown will have the technical free throws. So Evan Garrick, the player who's knocked down 4 threes in this ball game, will have essentially a technical free throw of his own to finish the 3-point play, and he cannot do it. He misses the free throw, so now Georgetown will have a chance, I believe, to go to the line for free throws of their own. Nick Hansen will go to the line, a chance to reestablish a 2-possession lead with under 50 seconds to go. Hansen's first free throw is up and no good. Could not land the first one. One more shot for Nick Hansen. Shot is up and good. knocks down the second, a 3-point lead for Georgetown, and they will take the ball. And Coach Canfield wants to have a timeout. They want to design the best possible play here. We'll keep it right here, folks. This has been too intense of a stretch right here to take this to a timeout. So to make heads and tails of that, Thibodeau landed the layup and then was called for his second technical foul, so he is out of the rest of this ball game, I believe. Now, since it was an and one, Evan Garrett came to the line, attempted to finish the and one, could not convert, and then Nick Hansen took the 2 technical free throws, missed the first, made the second to reestablish a 3-point lead, and now Georgetown will take possession on the technical call. So with under 50 seconds to go, Georgetown will take the ball here. With that 3-point lead, we're going to start seeing a lot of aggression from Midway, be it starting to foul Georgetown to potentially start the free throw contest that you so often see late in these basketball games. They're going to be doubling. They're going to be sending pressure to try to rip this ball away. Midway is absolutely electric with the 3 ball. So a 3-point lead here is not nearly enough for Georgetown to be comfortable. They've got to reestablish a 2-possession lead if they want to get some breathing room late in this ball game and secure the first victory of the season. What a ball game we've got for you here, folks. And if this is anything like what the rest of the Jack Frost tournament is going to be, it's going to be a treat for this holiday season. Under 50 seconds to go. Georgetown's got their inbounds play called. John Dell on the inbounds. They're going to get it inside to Hansen. Georgetown more than content with using as much time as they can, and he throws it immediately away. Midway gets the turnover they need. Brown launches a 3 to tie and nails it. Just like that, we've got a tie ball game, under 40 to go. A disaster for Georgetown. Now 30 seconds. Nick Hansen trying to work around the defense of Midway, and he's going to travel. Midway now got the momentum on their side, tied the game. Now a chance to potentially take the lead on a travel by Nick Hansen. Timeout by Midway. Now they want to set up their play. Could not have gone much worse for Georgetown right there. Had a chance to really take control of this basketball game. And the turnover immediately led to the 3 ball that I just mentioned. Midway can absolutely nail from downtown. Ty Brown takes the opportunity and drills it. A clutch tying 3 ball. And now Midway with a chance to potentially steal this game away from Georgetown after Georgetown's led most of this basketball game on the back of Nick Hansen. 38 for Nick Hansen, 16 for Thibodeau. That'll be his final tally as he is out of the rest of this game. 11 for Gus Mills for Midway. And then number 4, Antoine Willis, 16. Number 2, Ty Brown's got 10. Number 0, Evan Garrick got 12. A lot of contributors from Midway. And Georgetown still really only got Nick Hansen, who's come on that offensive end. He's been their absolute superstar here tonight. Will it be enough to secure their first victory? This would be a crushing blow if they're not able to secure this game, a game that they led the entire first half. They had trailed slightly in that third and then reestablished a 7-point lead here in the fourth quarter, but Midway just refuses to go down without a fight. A chance here, 27 seconds left, to take the lead and potentially steal this game away. Inbounds play for Midway. Midway will be playing this play without Thibodeau, so that is something worth noting. More than content to take the last shot here. Let's see if Georgetown lets them do it. Ty Brown's got it at the G. 18 seconds to go. Maui's got coverage. Now back out to Mills. Georgetown's laying off. They're going to let this be the final shot. Under 10 seconds. Gus Mills taking his time. This will be the final shot of the game. It is stolen away. Offensive foul. Offensive foul called. Cohen Hunsaker drifts right in front of Gus Mills. And with 2.65, now Georgetown a chance to steal the final shot. Timeout by Georgetown. I cannot take this to a commercial. 2.65 left to go in this ball game. So just barely enough time to catch this inbound, set your feet, and launch a shot. And I have to imagine this is getting into the hands of number 11, Nick Hansen. Midway's going to know that as well, though. So it's going to be a chess game right here. Do you use Nick Hansen, easily your best offensive piece here tonight, as a sort of decoy, draw Midway's attention, and try to set a good shot for somebody else who has maybe not landed as many shots tonight, but you think might be able to get a better look? That's going to be the matchup that you're going to be talking about right here in this timeout. where does Georgetown want to attack? Who do they want to attack with? And then for Midway, how do they handle this defensively? Who do they send? How do they double? Do they foul? How do they approach this situation if you are Midway? I do not envy the role of the coaches right here. What a moment in this ball game, and what a charge taken by Cohen Hunsaker. That cannot go unspoken. What a call there, because that otherwise Midway would have had an opportunity to potentially walk this game off. Instead, that goes back to Georgetown. Only 2.65, so not enough time to really get another pass off. If you're Georgetown, it's going to have to be a catch and shoot type of situation. 2.65 left on the clock. Refs trying to sort something out on the court. It might be the fans that were talking over here. I believe that is the principal, Brian Johnson, for Georgetown, who's talking to the fans. They might be escorting one of them out of the arena. I've got my headphones on, so I'm not entirely sure what they were saying, but whatever it was enough to get him removed. The principal of the high school came down and had to tell him, hey, man, you've had enough tonight. You're out of here. So with 2:65 after that left, after the fan incident, 2.65 left to go. Georgetown will not be near their scoring basket. They're not going to be past half court. So if they try to push this down the court, Midway will have a chance to intercept. It'll be Hunsaker, the man who got the charge on the pass, and now Midway will take their timeout, which you can expect. They wanted to see how Georgetown would come out in a line, and now they're going to set their defensive structure up in a way to maybe counter that. But that is important to note, though. Georgetown will not be past midcourt on this inbounds play, meaning they do not have an opportunity to catch and shoot a regular shot. If they just dump it off past, not beyond that half-court line, you're essentially heaving up a half-quarter to try to walk this game off, rather than having an opportunity closer to the basket and settling for a more regular jump shot, maybe that's something that the player feels more comfortable doing. They're going to have to either try to push the ball down the court, hope Midway can intercept, and then get the shot off, or they're going to have to get the ball closer to midcourt and then settle for that half-court jumper to try to end the game here in the fourth quarter. 64-64. You could not ask for a better game, a better start for the first game of the Jack Frost tournament. I mean, this has been electric from the opening tip. Georgetown got that 10-2 lead early. Midway has not relented. They have not given up on this basketball game at any point. They fought their way all the way back and tied the game up. Georgetown here will have a chance to walk it off. 2.65 to go. Hunsaker will have the pass. They're trying to get it to Hansen. He's going to throw it up to Sims, throws it away to Midway. They'll have the last shot, and they cannot connect. That is the risk you had whenever you're trying to push it down the court. It's intercepted. Midway takes that last shot, and they cannot land it. And so we are going to overtime. 64-64. We'll be right back after this. An overtime finish here tonight.
Yeah, I'm the big homie. For those of y'all that don't know me, one and only, name another rapper, this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby shaking baked Brody. Pin rolling, never sleep, I just keep going. Hit my peak now, I just started like my name Tommy. Had a vision, this was destined for my life story. Bible by my side, I keep it like a gun on me. War ready and we ain't afraid to get bloody. Told me I should quit my day job, that's funny. Hey, will always elevate me, I'ma keep showing. Out and selling, record spinning.
Overtime has arrived. The final 4 minutes, presumably the final 4 minutes of this basketball game. And Wally Harm is missing a big one. I hope you're doing well in Montana. You're missing a heck of a game here tonight. The opening day of Jack Frost has reached OT. Worth noting, Midway will be playing this period without Thibodeau after he fouled out with 2 technical fouls. Georgetown will have their entire starting group on the court here tonight. And Nick Hansen has played essentially the entire ball game, and he's got does he have 4 more minutes of juice left in him? He's got 38 here tonight. Does he have 4 more minutes left to go in the tank? Georgetown wins the tip. They'll give it to Hansen, and presumably the final period and the overtime showdown to determine who will win the first matchup here at Jack Frost has commenced. Hansen looking for somewhere to go, finds Reeves inside, backing out, finds Mohiz, corner 3, can't get it to go. Finn Sims, a big board, I believe that's his 20th. Trying to back inside, just kind of flings one up. A tough shot there for Sims, and immediately fouls Antoine Willis on the breakaway. So a tough stretch there for Finn Sims. Throws her up a tough shot and then has the foul. Now Midway with a chance to take the lead here. Inbounds to Ty Brown, crosses midcourt. Out to Willis, now working on Hansen. Drives inside, gets Hansen jumping, goes up and lands it. Antoine Willis has been a heck of a player here tonight. I believe he's closing in on 20. He got 18. And now Georgetown down by 2, 3:15 left to go in the ballgame. Nick Hansen working on Willis, back out to Askew. Out to Mohiz, back to Hansen. His 3-ball is good. The first 3-pointer of the night for Georgetown. Who else but Nick Hansen crosses 40 and reestablishes the lead for Georgetown. Midway, a deep 3 of their own. Gus Mills, short. Rebound by Mohiz. Georgetown reestablishes the lead with the ball under 3 minutes to go. Nick Hansen with 41 on the night. What a performance from him. He picks up his dribble, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Askew. Askew working on Gehrig. Finds some space, picks up his dribble. Now gets it inside to Hansen. Hansen backs out, more than content with using this clock here with the lead, under 2:30 to go. Hansen dribbling it around, trying to set something up. Midway not contesting yet. Now they will drive ahead. Inside to Sims. Sims working inside, pulls up from around the free throw line. A high arcing shot is good. Finn Sims, a big bucket, a 3-point lead now for Georgetown. Midway coming across, they will nail these threes. Georgetown's got to be cognizant of that. A deep three by Willis. Cannot get it to go. Big rebound by Mohiz. A 3-point lead now. Georgetown with the ball. Under 2 minutes to go. Hansen taking his time. Willis will pick him up. They got to get across half court, and he does. Accelerates, now poked away. Good save there by Finn Sims. Hansen hit the deck. Finn Sims saves it from going out of bounds. Under 1:40 to go now. Back out to Hansen. Working against Willis. Picks up his dribble. Got to find somewhere to go. Tries to get it into Reeves. It's going to be a tied up. And it will be a jump ball possession arrow. Possession arrow goes in the favor of Midway. So Midway will take the ball there on the tie-up. Possession will flip back to Georgetown after this. And our chance to tie the game again with a 3-ball. 1:32 left to go in the ball game. Ty Brown on the inbounds. Going to get it into Willis. Willis has launched threes from all over the place. Has not been highly effective, but he has the green light. He can shoot from anywhere. Fakes the pass off. Now working on Hansen. Drives inside. Now gets doubled back outside of 23. Gebhardt for 3. Can't get it to go. Big rebound by Askew. Now working. Tries to get a Ray, and he does. Back out of John Dahl on the side. Georgetown's going to try to slow things down. Closing in on a minute. Hansen's got it. He gets jumped. Now doubled. He's got to pick up his dribble. Got to find somewhere to go. And I believe he gets fouled there by Gebhardt. Grant Gebhardt, number 23 for Midway, on the foul. And that's going to be free throws for Nick Hansen. Any points here establishes a 2-possession lead as we close in on 1 minute to go. Nick Hansen's first shot is good. 4-point lead here for Georgetown. 1:04 left to go in the first overtime period. A chance to make it a 5-point ball game. Hansen's second free throw up and perfect. Hansen knocks them both down. 5-point lead, under 1 minute to go. Ty Brown working against John Dahl. Gets inside, gets a step, passes it out. Oh, it was intercepted by Askew, but they're going to call a foul on John Dahl, I believe, on the drive attempt by Ty Brown. And now he will have free throws. So 2 shots here to cut this back down to 3 points as we go under 1 minute. a big foul for them, because if that wasn't a foul, that was a turnover by Brady Askew, who jumped the passing lane. First free throw is up and good. 4-point lead now for Georgetown as we have a substitution. Gebhardt comes out for Rowan Schwartz for Midway. Ty Brown's second free throw attempt on the way. This is a big one. This will make it a 3-point game. Under a minute to go in the first overtime period. Ty Brown's second shot is up and good. 3-point lead now for Georgetown. Midway cuts it back down to one possession. Hanson's doubled. And Midway sending pressure now. Going to try to make life difficult for Georgetown. Hanson still jumps. Got to get across half court. Picks up his dribble and cannot do it. It's going to be a turnover. Could not get across half court. Great pressure there by Midway. And once again, Midway with a clutch opportunity to potentially tie this game with a 3-ball. They get it inside to Willis. Under 45 seconds to go in the first overtime period. Willis, they need a 3. They can take 2 at this point. Willis goes inside. Can't get it to go. And they're going to call a foul on Nick Hansen. They're going to call a foul on Hansen on the shot attempt. So that'll be 2 more shots. It will not be enough to potentially tie this game, but those 2 shots will cut this lead down to just 1. Any bucket at that point would be a lead for Midway. 38 seconds to go. Not Ty Brown, Antoine Willis, big free throws here. First one is up. And no good. Could not land the first free throw. So at worst, it'll be a 2-point lead for Georgetown. Second free throw on the way. Is up and good. So a 2-point lead for Georgetown, 38 seconds to go. We're seeing that same pressure from Midway. Hanson's got to pick up his dribble. Back to Sims. He's got to find somewhere to go down the court. Finds Reeves. He's got to get it across midcourt. Gets it to Sims, and he will cross before the turnover. And they're going to get a foul on Willis on the bump. The foul on Sims. And that will send Finn Sims now to the free throw line. A chance to reestablish that 3-point lead. We're going to probably see a lot of these free throws here late as teams try to jockey for that final possession. 1-point lead now for Georgetown, under 30 seconds to go. Finn Sims' first free throw short. Could not land it. That was a big one. 2 points there would have made this a 4-point lead. Hanson with 4 fouls right now. He's currently sitting for this defensive possession. No reason to potentially lose your best offensive playmaker on a defensive foul here. Finn Sims' second free throw to potentially put the lead back up to 3 is on the way and good. A 3-point lead for Georgetown, under 30 to go. Midway can let it fly from 3. Georgetown's got to be aware of it. Willis on the way. Likely will be him with the final shot. Working against Madre, can't find anywhere to go. They're going to call Madre on a timeout. A timeout there by Midway. 18 seconds to go. This is simply 2/10 of a game to take a timeout up here in the booth. A 3-point lead for Georgetown. Midway has let it fly all night long like we thought they would. We talked to Coach Canfield, Wally did, and my brother Hyatt did, who's up here helping us out. Big shout out to him and Heath for manning the stuff up here. Heath on the camera, Hyatt on the scoreboard. A heck of a job for them. I could not do this by myself, so big shout out to those guys for helping out. Hyatt keeping the stats as well, which is a little ironic. I'm the stats guy for football. Hyatt's now the stats guy for basketball, at least for tonight. He's on an interim basis. But what a game we've got here tonight, and a big finish that we're suited up for. A 3-point lead for Georgetown, 72-69. Midway with the possession. Midway has already hit a clutch shot. That was Ty Brown in the 4th quarter to really send us to overtime. Will it be Ty Brown again late in this overtime period to potentially tie the game once again for Midway? Midway's operating without Ars Thibodeau, who is probably their second best scoring option. He's that physical presence on the interior, also the tallest player on Midway's team. Midway will have it underneath the basket here. A 3-point lead for Georgetown. Gehrig on the inbounds play. Midway needs a 3. They can take 2 and play the free throw game as well. They get inside to Schwartz, back out to Willis. 15 seconds to go. Working on Madre. Gets a step, drives inside with a spin move. Good finish, and a great take by Madre not to foul, not to give him a 3-point opportunity. Now cuts it to a 1-point lead, and Willis fouls Brady Askew with 6:25 to go. And now the free throw game begins. Georgetown up by only 1. They need to make both of these shots to make it a 3-point game, and then they can foul on their respective defensive end to force Midway to only be able to score 2. And we can see that kind of jockeying for free throws. But this is what I mentioned, if you remember way back in the beginning of this game. So many games at the high school level come down to free throw shooting like they do at every level, but the free throw shooting floor is so much lower. And so these are big shots here for Brady Askew. First shot is up and pure. A 2-point lead now for Georgetown. A big moment here. Brady Askew 1 free throw away from reestablishing a 3-point game, and then Georgetown can foul Midway and try to bleed some clock that way, not let Midway get the 3-pointer off, or potentially if they want to live with their decision, they can let Midway take the last shot and live with the result. Brady Askew's final free throw is up and good. Monumental shots there by Brady Askew. Only 4 points in the game, but none bigger than that shot right there. Timeout on the court with 6:25 left to go. A 3-point lead for Georgetown. You could not ask for a better start to the Jack Frost tournament, folks. An overtime, clutch time finish. I know there's a lot of fans who complain about the finishes of basketball games. Too many free throws, takes too long. It's just too slow. They want to see that walk-off shot. But if the tension in this atmosphere, in this building right now, doesn't just get you riled up, then I don't think you love sports enough. A 3-point lead for Georgetown, under 7 seconds to go. Now the decision here for Georgetown is, will they foul Midway on the inbounds play and force them to only be able to get 2 points? It will not bleed as much clock, and you have to be confident in your squad's ability to match free throws. On the other hand, you could let Midway potentially take the final shot, let them maybe shoot a 3 and potentially tie this game and force a second overtime. Midway's been aggressive from 3. They've not been terribly effective here in this second half. But that is their identity. They come into this ball game knowing that they can launch threes. And so it's going to be interesting to see how Georgetown elects to play this. Do they go with the foul trouble game? Do they allow Midway to potentially take a shot? Ty Brown on the inbounds play. It looks to me, on initial setup, that they're going to allow Midway to take a shot here. They go into Willis. Willis take it across? No. Madre attacks and fouls. Takes down to 4:45, and that will send Antron Willis to the free throw line. So they elect for the free throw game. So if Willis makes both of these shots, it will be a 1-point lead with 4.45 seconds to go in the ball game. Big shots here for Antron Willis. Any miss will allow Georgetown to establish a 2-possession lead on the other end with their free throws. First one is up and good. Cuts it down to 2, and Nick Hansen has re-entered the ball game, likely going to try to get him the basketball in his hands to potentially reestablish that 3-point lead in the ensuing free throw attempts. Big shot here for Antron Willis. He's got 21 in the ball game, the leading scorer for Midway. He might intentionally miss, and it looked like that was what he was going for. An intentional miss to potentially steal the game away there. But he went too fast, and they're not even going to get any points now. That is a monumental difference in this basketball game. Now Georgetown's got to inbounds this clean. They get inside to Hansen. He is fouled. What a turn of events that was. So instead of continuing to play the free throw game, they go for the gamble. They go for the intentional miss, but it's got to hit the rim. And that shot, Antron Willis went early. He went forward across the line before the shot was released. They wave off the attempt. Georgetown now with a 2-point lead, and a 2 free throw makes here would essentially seal the deal. 3:29 left to go in the ball game, and there's no one else more deserving to potentially seal this thing out than Nick Hansen. 43 points in the ball game for Nick Hansen, more than half of Georgetown's total scoring here tonight. He has put the team on his back in a monumental way on the first game of Jack Frost. 2 shots for Nick Hansen. A chance to bring Georgetown their first basketball victory of the season. The important thing here is, if Georgetown makes both of these shots, Georgetown will not foul, because that would be a 4-point lead, and you cannot foul a 3-point attempt, have them make it, and give them a 4-point play. So if these are both makes from Nick Hansen, Georgetown will lay off defensively. And he makes the first one, rattles it in. A 3-point lead for Georgetown. One more shot for Nick Hansen to seal the game. And he got it. Nick Hansen knocks them both down. They will lay off, and they will let this clock go to 0. Georgetown has won their first basketball game of the year, 76-72, in an overtime finish. What a ball game for Nick Hansen. 45 points here tonight. Man, you could not script a better start for the Jack Frost tournament. This was always going to be the one game that Georgetown really needed to get for a big start. And a big shout out to Finn Sims as well, 15 and 19. His final total, 15 points, 19 boards. A massive game for him as well. I'm going to take a quick timeout, maybe get a drink of water, come right back to wrap things up, potentially have some interviews for you on the other side of this quick timeout. Folks, we got Nick Hansen as the interview player. No one else more deserving than Nick Hansen tonight. 45 points to lead Georgetown to the first victory of the season. What did this game mean for you guys? First game of Jack Frost to find your first victory on the year, potentially build that momentum going forward.
I mean, it's big because we've been playing well. It's just we've been coming up short, but it's good to finally win in like crunch time because it's always good to win in crunch time.
Absolutely. And speaking of crunch time, none bigger than those 2 final free throws to establish that 4-point lead and seal the game. What's going through your head in that moment?
I just want to win. That's all, really.
And that's really all that matters in the end, having those players with that mentality that to finish these games off. Nick Hansen, a massive 45-point performance, more than half of Georgetown scoring tonight. You were the only player to score in that third quarter. How does that work with the offense? Is it something where it's like, okay, we're going to rely on you tonight. In this third quarter, you're hot. We're going to keep giving you the ball. Is it more of that's how this thing happened to shape out tonight? How does that kind of work with your offense?
I mean, it just happened to work. Coach put me in the high post, knew that they couldn't guard me, and told me attack, and that's what I did.
All right, you attacked all night long. 45 points and massive victory for Georgetown. First game of Jack Frost. Any shout-outs before I let you go?
I want to shout out my trainers, my mom, my dad for always pushing me, and it was good to have a breakout game.
A breakout game it was. Thank you for joining us up here. A heck of a performance out there tonight. It's such a pleasure to watch.
Thank you.
Nick Hansen, 45 big ones, leading all scoring, of course, to a big Georgetown victory in overtime, 76-72. What a game. What a game for Georgetown here tonight. I mean, the performance not just from Nick Hansen, but from Finn Sims, the double-double, 15 points, 19 boards, from the other guys defensively to really keep a lid on this thing. As Coach Canfield joins us as well. You got your mic right there. Nick Hansen had 45 points tonight.
No, he didn't.
45 points. I mean, was there a sense that maybe this was a game he might be able to take over?
Well, it's a good thing I took his over because I couldn't believe that he had 45. That's pretty impressive. It was a quiet 45. I would have no idea unless you told me that. I mean, that's impressive.
And it was so impressive to watch. I mean, it seemed every time that he had the ball in his hands, he was making things happen, knocking down the mid-range shots, knocking down those clutch free throws. I thought, ask him what's going through his mind on those final shots. What's going through your mind as a coach? 2 free throws with the best player on the team right now, how he's playing to seal that game. What's going through your mind?
Do you really want to know?
If it's available to share to the audience back there.
Well, I go back to a couple possessions before that, and it's just part of our development and growth. They made a shot to go up. We were up 1. They had no timeouts, and our player grabbed the ball and ran out of bounds. There's 10 seconds left. You let that ball bounce. They can't stop the clock, and the game would have been over about 25 minutes ago. But listen, I mean, we had some very costly turnovers. We made a great run, some costly turnovers. They had the momentum, and I give our guys all the credit for mentally staying engaged in the game And I told them they're going to shoot a lot of threes, a lot of early threes, and we got to one and done. And in overtime, they shot some ugly threes, and we were able to get the rebound. So huge credit to our guys, and I'm really proud of our guys. Monkey off the back. Wally, I told you, buddy, this first interview's right here.
Yes,
not
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
You may be fired.
I mean, he missed a heck of a ball game, an overtime finish to start Jack Frost. How do you carry this momentum into tomorrow? 2 games tomorrow, 12-6, and then to the Saturday night finish.
Well, I will say on Monday we had a very poignant film session where we looked at a lot of areas that we had to correct because it would be ugly if we just allow it to keep going. Early in the Aikens game, we were still doing that, and I called a timeout early. And again, I give our guys credit because they took that harsh coaching and they said, okay, we're going to change it. To be at Aikens tied going into the fourth quarter, it was huge. And Coach Stackman and I talked about this next game. Is it going to be us taking a step back and reverting, or are we going to go and take a step forward? And I truly believe we took a step forward. And that's going to be our talk to them. We've got a quick turnaround. We had a tough time keeping the ball in front of us tonight, and Hanks has 2 guards that are lightning quick and like to get to the rim. So we've got to make sure that we do a good job of containing players from getting to the rim. But I like our steps, and I like our direction right now.
And just speaking to that, the fight that I saw from this team, Midway just refused to go down. I mean, multiple times Georgetown got some body blows on them, and they fought back. And like there were just the resilience that we saw from that group out there to respond to that clutch 3 that Ty Brown hit to tie the game in that fourth. To respond to that, to not let that defeat them. Such a testament to the coaching staff, such a testament to the players for their resilience. Any shout-outs before I let you get out of here?
Into the fourth quarter, we called timeout, and we said, Cohen Hunsaker, you get in there and take a charge. And what the heck did he do? He took a charge, and that's big. I give shout-outs to all of our guys, even the guys that didn't get in the game. They are engaged. They're locked in. This is a big win for us. Again, these guys have not been in varsity play before, and we're taking strides, and they're understanding we can't just lazily play. We've got to have intensity. We've got to have effort. We've got to make sure that there's value to every possession, and we're getting there. And I told them it's not a sprint. When we're losing those games early, it's a marathon, and we're steadily putting one foot in front of the other, and I love it. It's good.
And it really came out here tonight. We could see the energy and the fight that Georgetown had to collect their first victory of the season. A big one to open the Jack Frost tournament. 2 games tomorrow, folks. One at 12, one at 6, I believe.
Yes.
Right here in the same stadium. And then we'll have a Saturday game as well to conclude the Jack Frost tournament. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right here on the First Responder Broadcasting SHN YouTube channel. Wally will be gone for all of them because, I won't speak too much on that. But I will have the call for those games as well. So if you didn't like my voice tonight, I apologize. You'll be hearing some more of it. But Wally will be back after the tournament to call the rest of these games. So big shout out to him for trusting me to have this. Big shout out to you guys. A heck of a performance. A total treat to call up here in the booth. Shout out to my brother Hyatt who helped me out. Shout out to Heath behind the camera, making it all happen. We could not have this happen without you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching to this point. I mean, a heck of a ball game. You could not ask for a better start to Jack Frost. And so I will see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. right here in the gym. If you can't make it, we'll have the call live. Thank you, Coach, for joining us. I mean, nothing more to say. A heck of a game. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.